Hello? 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 Check out my new body. Quack, quack, I'm a duck. I'm a duck. Quack. Quack, quack, quack. This is fun, right? New model day. I need that up on my screen. I need it somewhere over here. And I need that. Because nothing is ever set up in the exact moment that the stream starts. It's never already. And it's a Kerbal stream. So let me take a look. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Here it is. Here, right? Yes. And if I recall correctly, we had a ship that was going to go to Minmus, and it was going to refuel there, and that should solve all of these. New orbital station around Kerbin. Ooh, we had to put some science on the ground. And we had to fix a rover. So those are some important extra details. Because that means we need to land in a specific spot. We need to take an engineer. And we need a scientist. But did we even save it? Uh-oh. We built something and didn't save it. No, that'll be terrible. It's got to be in here. Launch before lunch. Lunch before launch. That's the one. That's the ship we're looking for. Great. Now let's review the ship real quick. It has 5,000 meters per second of delta V. And I actually have a real concern about why that final stage shows none. There's a very real chance that there's an engineering problem with this ship. And I may need to refuel it in orbit somewhere in order to make sure it's okay. Because with its current design, it will only barely, in my opinion, reach orbit. I think I want to maybe add some extra liquid fuel onto a pair of these docking ports, just so I could maybe slap an extra engine on there. That might be worth trying. That might be the move. So let's say I was actually going to just scrap all 4 of those boosters there. And instead, I use some extra liquid fuel tanks. If I put that on there, is it far enough away? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah! Yeah, that's fine! Right? We put that on like that. Yeah. Yeah, we put it there. We put another one underneath. And then we drop a couple of mainsails. And these mainsails have lift, right? Not enough. But like, easiest way to fix that will be to use a smaller fuel tank, I'm sure. So that would be the right course of action. Where'd that mainsail go? That's the skipper, isn't it? It was the wrong one. That's the one. That's the one. Now we have lift. Although I definitely need to disable the gimbal entirely. Because I know on my launches, those gimbals, team, they throw me off. And not in a good way. So this will give us that extra bit of thrust. And then we'll put those solid fuel boosters back on. And maybe just use these as disposable and not worry about it. Because this mission is going to be worthwhile. And actually, the success of it is super, super important. So we had those on now. And can I just put... make it extra tall for no particular reason, right? Could I... that... there's no way BuddyBot was supposed to go off right then. And... I wonder why that happened. I guess I'll just flap my wings for a moment. That's weird. Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. Interesting. Anyways, focus. Will these work? Yeah. Yeah, that'll be fine. We just gotta lift it up a little bit higher so that everybody knows where it goes. It'll sit just like that. And we definitely need to strut these things together. And drop some fins on them. Alright, first off that. Second, that. And I guess that's as good as this ship needs to be. From everything I can tell. Survey scanner, that's the one I chose? Interesting. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take it and check the crew. What do we have? We have a pilot. That's great and all. Definitely need an engineer. And I don't think I need a scientist to deploy everything. Do I need a scientist? I don't think that I need a scientist to deploy that mystery goo on the surface of Minmus. I think my engineer should be able to do that. And if everything else about this vehicle works, then it should be able to go get a scientist on its own. Because there is a scientist in orbit right now. Let's check it out. All right, let's get ready for this flight. Time to, I guess I should put my flight helmet on, huh? I'm ready. I am so ready for this. All right. Throttles up. We are launching in 3, 2, 1. Blast off. We're making it. We're going. We're liftoff. We're doing it. Great, 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 great. The early part of the launch, 10 out of 10. Keep it going. Look at that, still going right up. Fantastic. I'm glad the rocket, excuse me, I'm glad the rocket was stable enough that I could drink a coffee while these solid fuel boosters were going. Not having to worry about like the back and the forth. All right. Get ready for this, okay? We are about to ditch the stage 5 solid rocket boosters. They're gonna fall off to the ground. We're gonna keep on shooting up. It'll be a 10 out of 10 launch. Oh, I should have connected those into a single stage instead. That's fine. Now I'm thinking around here is where we're gonna start that gravity turn. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh. I hope that was okay. And unrelated to my gravity turn portion of the conversation. Because I think I'm gonna start that turn. And be very fearful while I'm doing it. Because I've turned off the gimbals on those engines at the bottom. I should have, in theory, better control. That's how the theory goes, at least. Not exactly going up on the angle I was hoping for, but I see how that's my fault. Piloting error, I'm sure. I honestly feel like my controls are just not feeling as strong as I want them to be. At least now we can confidently say we're going to escape the atmosphere. Does anything have wheel authority? It's fine. It's fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Now do I have better control? Oh, I have much better control now. Oh, because I've got gimbals on that thing. Yeah, I would. Get rid of this air shell. Oh, gosh. What the heck? The heck, man? No, 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 no. No, you go ahead and revert. We are... Whew. Rough first flight. Yo. That was bad. What happened here? This clamshell deploy was terrible. I'm gonna crank that ejection force. Because I want that stuff to go flying away. Oh, I hated that. Can I reduce the number of sides? No, let's turn that back up. We'll stick with 5. And we're gonna try that again. Because everything was fine. Until that fairing got pushed away. And then exploded. I did not expect the fairing to blow everything up. I do not know why the fairing blew everything up. But that fairing blew literally everything up. Caught me off guard, it sure did. So like, yeah, let's pretend that's all good. Act like it never happened. And we're just gonna go straight up. Because that's what we can do. We can flap our wings, go straight up. I guess we'll need to make sure that the fairing deploys while there is no engine running. I feel like that's the first time I've ever run into that problem. And I think it's because of that clamshell deploy button. Because I remember switching that on, like hitting that button yesterday while we were building it, and I did not expect what we got from it. But let's be optimistic about this, okay? Everything's gonna turn out great. Look, we're about halfway through these first solid fuel boosters, and everything is going swimmingly. Yeah. Sunrise. Yeah. Boy golly, we need to not explode. That is normal and expected. Don't know why it happens, but we're gonna ignore it. Now those things can explode. Somewhere off screen. Yeah. Yeah, predicted that. That's one for me. Now, this gravity turn conversation. Do we even try? Maybe if I turn those gimbals on. Oh, it looks like we are turning anyways. I guess gravity is doing that. Because I'm not. But I'm willing to accept what it's doing for us. Pretty smooth turn, I'd say. Terrific launch so far. We'll easily get into the atmosphere, or out of the atmosphere, I should say. We will get out of the atmosphere. but I have 0 ability to turn. Hold prograde? Can you at least do that? Is the ship capable of that without me turning those gimbals back on? Doesn't look like it, no. That looks like we're about to lose control of it. Yeah, let's turn the gimbals on, all of these back up. That all went together? Great. Great, go back prograde then. Great. Now hold steady while I go this direction. All right. Now I need an orbit around Kerbin. I need it to be as close to proper circle as I can possibly get it. And I am not going to deploy the fairing yet. I'm not brave enough. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. I'm almost certainly going to end up refueling this ship before we go on. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to put it on Minmus and get it to refuel or not. I feel like I'm worrying about it in this particular moment. Our real target, all kidding aside, is Minmus. Alright, it's about to be a real orbit. And I'm also actually just trying to go straight to Minmus. But what I really... I don't know. I don't know, I've got concerns. We should be able to do it. Otherwise, we have engineering problems. That is an encounter with the Mun. Which is bad for us. Oh boy, is it even possible to avoid it? Ugh. Come on, man. Oh, that throws us way off. Oh, man. Well, that's not nearly far enough yet. There's an encounter with Minmus lined up. Great, we'll take whatever that encounter is, and we'll fix it after. But first off... Oh boy, don't blow stuff up. Great. Great. Now open the solar panels. Great. Everything worked? Everything looks like it worked. You can also just deploy the scanner. I don't know if that's going to do anything for me right now. Can I perform an orbital survey? No. No, I cannot. But we are going to warp to the next maneuver node. And we are going to... Wait. What happened? Also, why is BuddyBot gone off again? BuddyBot should not be on. We're gonna warp to the next maneuver. Ooh, actually. What? Have a facility supporting 5 Kerbals. How many do I have room for? Oh, I messed up, everyone. Does that not? 1, 2, 3. Oh. All of it was wrong. Oh my gosh. This was supposed to be that station, too. Ugh. Oh, go ahead and drop that in the mistake column. Jeez. Next, you're going to tell me that the cargo didn't save. Whew, at least the cargo saved. That would have been tragic. 3. Yeah, this only supports 4. This was supposed to support 1 additional Kerbal. Engineering flaws. Take that happy face off. Ugh. I should take the helmet off too. Can't believe that. I'm upset. It's fine. Ugh. What's our periapsis at the mun? High. That's good. So we're going to have to go through our encounter with the mun, and then we're going to have to fix this node and worry about whatever else is going on. All of the tragedies. One tragedy after the next. It's fine. Everything about this is fine. We're not even going to worry about what's happening here. We'll just keep warping a little further. Now here. What are we going to do? We're going to have to get to that descending node right there. And then go normal so we can fix that angle. And then we can push it out a little further as needed. But first, it's the angle that's a problem. I got a lot of satellites, don't I? Oh, that drop pod, we should go rescue it. Oh, that's a good yawning stretch. Stretch it out with me, team. Yeah, good stretch. Now the ship's rotating. Oh, I know what I needed to check. Yeah, fuel's draining right out of that in an absolutely terrible way. So all of this fuel we're going to have to get there, right? And then we're going to have to pump the fuel back to the lander because it shouldn't have been draining like that. And I thought that was going to end up being the case. Whatever, it just increases the chances of us needing to send a rescue. It's fine, it's happened before. Alright, we get there, and now we'll just warp over to the periapsis here. And we'll go a little faster. So we'll push that high point up. And we'll eventually connect with Minmus. One of these days. I'm sure once we pump all the fuel back into the lander and detach it, it's Delta V is gonna feel a lot better. Alright, let's warp through. Actually, let's see. Can I force an encounter this way? Reasonably? No. Yeah, it looks like I can. It looks like I'm gonna be able to. Oh, I saw it a second ago. It flashed in front of me. Yeah, it's just somewhere around the 54. So we're gonna warp over to there. And then we'll speed up just a little bit. And we should see the encounter end up happening. That's the goal, at least. It just takes my ship forever to spin around. I don't have one of those things low enough. Yeah, I need like one of these way down here instead. If not an even bigger one. Because these fuel tanks are just so gosh darn heavy. And I guess I need to do it from this screen so that I can see when it happens. Okay, so that's probably going to be a next lap thing. We're gonna be just a little off. Okay, that's gotta be the spot, right? Something's wrong. Something's very wrong. I'm gonna be there when it's there. So that would imply I've gone too far. Can I put a maneuver node there? That's gonna make it happen. $93. That's definitely not right. See, 18 is a far better encounter. And look, we can fine-tune that so well that we can probably get real low. Look, that's going to be such a good maneuver. For less than 20. Yo! Yo! Yo, I have a helmet. Hold on. Where's my helmet? I have a helmet! Yo. Quack, quack, baby. Yo, check this out. Hold on. Hold up. Well, first off, we're just gonna warp to that maneuver node, right? And second, check it. Hey, here. Okay, hold on. I can smile. I have an angry face. Are you ready for my angry face? Here's my angry face. Yo, you don't want to get on my bad side. Do you? You don't want to be on my bad side, do you? Anyways, yeah, ditch the aviator stuff for in space. Hi, actually, I like the goggles. Let's keep the goggles on. I feel good about it. We're going to min-miss right now, though. Thanks, Ducky. I'm glad you like it. Quack, quack. Quack, quack, baby. But yo, this mission has some challenges happening. This was supposed to be there. And this is here. Alright. We're going to min-miss. Good enough. See, that's all going to be good enough. That's good. That's good, good, good. And now we're going to warp around to this other side. Right? Have you ever played Space Flight Simulator? No. I have never played a game called Space Flight Simulator. Although I feel like Kerbal Space Program is a space flight simulator. Maybe I'm wrong. Congratulations, Ducky. What was it? There was 14 exams in total, and now they're all done? The question is, how do you feel you did on them, though? Do you feel you did well? What are we even doing? We're going to min-miss, is what we're doing. Is that min-miss there? That looks like the Mun. Where's min-miss? I'm so bad at trying to spot these planetary bodies before they show up. Usually because I'm time warping at the same time, though. But now we gotta pump all of the fuel back into the lander. And honestly, team, I have some concerns. A 2D version of Kerbal Space Program, but I'm existing here in 3D. So we'll stick with 3D. Those are some solid numbers you got there, Ducky. Good job. Oops. We want that. And we still want out of this bottom one. At least this main ship has a lot of fuel in it. You know, I did that, and I think that it was actually too early to do that. So now I need to turn... I need to disable crossfeed right there so that it doesn't drain any more of that. But I definitely am intending on slowing down here. So there was a mistake. I should have slowed down first and then transferred all of my fuel to make sure that the mothership stays in orbit at Minmus. Because if I can't get down to Minmus and back up with ore, then it's irrelevant. The whole program is a failure. Actually, I shouldn't say... Yeah, because I'll only... I'm going through the motions. Bear with me. Alright. Now, we're coming down to this periapsis. Oh, 730 meters. That's way too low. Is it, though? Is it? Yeah, the answer is yes. It's too low. So let's go radial out. Because, 730, that's... I'm lucky that that periapsis shows over one of the Great Flats right now, but it might not stay that way. Oh gosh, this ship takes forever to turn her. Maybe... that does need a little extra wheel authority. Maybe it does. Great. 4,000. Plenty. Actually, we're going to aim for closer to there. And then we're going to warp there and just stop. I thought I said warp here. We'll stop there. And then we're going to plan to land as close to that as we possibly can. But it has to be a daytime landing. Doesn't need a lot of light, but it definitely needs some light. Alright, this is a good start. But, it's definitely wrong. Because I will need... First off, I need this as a whole to be more in the light. So if I was here and I wanted to go up, but I'd also need to slow down, but I also want to be going up, But I also want to be slowing down. But I want to be going up. That'll give me 200. I think that just has to be it. Because that'll put us on a better trajectory to connect with this thing. Where do I want it? Where? Guess that's as good of a spot as any, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it. I don't love the maneuver node. But it does appear to be correct. Because that way we'll shoot ourselves up here, slow ourselves down, find a landing zone in there, and we're going to have to leave the mothership on this polar orbit, which is conveniently good for the fancy piece of science equipment on it. Yeah, it'll definitely take us longer to turn for our maneuver node than it will to burn for our maneuver node. All right, here we go. All right, now we have a stable orbit, low around Minmus. So now what we need to do is double check that all of our fuel is ready. And we have Trassen in here. Trassen is the engineer. We're going to leave the pilot in the mothership because there should be a probe core that can do everything. And that way we... no, let's just... Ooh, we might need to leave the pilot in here because... Where are the antennas? Do we not have any long-range antennas? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we're gonna have to leave the pilot in there and hope for the best. Undock. And I'd actually like to fly the other ship. I turned wheel authority on this off. And we're gonna fix that. Okay, close that. Why doesn't the engine work? Great. Great, what didn't we... Oh, there was a third tank. I'm gonna accept it. Anyways, we're going retrograde. Because this needs to slow down. Turn that gimbal off. The gimbals. One way or the other, they're always doing me in. That is our target. If I just got no other choice. I gotta eyeball it. Alright, relative to the target, please. Because we gotta get very close to that. Oh, no, hold on. Control from there. What does this map say we're gonna do? Need to go a little faster. There we go. We'll get a little closer. And then we're gonna have to slow down again. Something has too much wheel authority. And they be fighting. Anti-target. Oh boy, it's gonna be tough. Ugh. My controls are wonky right now. I know, I need to not crash. First and foremost, I need to not crash. Because I need to go further that way. Because this targeted landing is trickier than I could have imagined. Gosh, I hope this, what's gonna be 150 meters is gonna be enough. No, I'm getting greedy. I'm getting greedy. Gonna go closer. This is gonna have to be it. All right. That step is complete. Now, now comes the tricky part. Because I need Trass in here on EVA. Lights on. Let go. RCS on, please. And just back away from the ship. All right. Now we're down. Now ultimately, I need to take that wheel he will never be able to carry that. So how do I get that all the way? Oh, he won't move right now. It looks like that rover's moving. I thought the goal was to make that rover move. Because if aliens are just eating this rover right now. Oops, 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 oops. Oops, no. Oh, what's going on? All right, let's try that again. Can you just board it? Extend those solar panels? And maybe... Oh, you better retract that now. But that was... Hold on. Retract that. Well, we still can. What's this world's first? A crew transfer near Minmus. To the zone specified. I don't even know where the specified zone is. How am I gonna... Oh, I'm gonna break it. That's how. First off, SAS only, please. What are we gonna do about getting my inventories together? Because I can't move the wheel. Is this thing still powered? This is brave. This feels dangerous. I want to be clear about that. I just need these ships to get close enough that I can move a part between them, because I hadn't anticipated that being the challenge. Like, I would have brought Ducky's rescue rover if I'd realized what I actually had to do. All right, look, we brought that closer. Hello, Oddworld. Video production may be a grind, but this is Kerbal Space Program. And we're all enjoying it, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, we're having a great time. Why is the ship floating away? EVA. Now can we reach? No. Still no. Just let go. And let's see about transferring a wheel from one part to another. Oh. Hold on. Why are you giving me problems? You're gonna let me build now, aren't you? Yes. Great. That's step one. That's step 2. Those look like they're gonna be janky on me. And like, not gonna wanna turn properly. But we're gonna have to get that sorted. Great. Now the rover can theoretically move. So we are going to stop the construction project. And we are going to worry about moving this. First off, get in and tell me we can drive it. All right, brakes off. This is set to SAS only. It does not spin well. All right, let's see if we can fix this issue with the wheels. Do I just need this wheel to go on the other side? No, because then it does the same thing. Ooh. Hold on, I had it upside down, didn't I? Something is gonna work. Hold on. I want that to match with that one. That is wrong. Let's use the rotate tool to see if I can fix that. Okay. Move it down like that. It's still wrong. More like that. And then more like that. And up. And we call that good. That looks more like the one opposite to it. So that's good. That's a good start. We're gonna make the others try and act like that. Which wheel am I rotating here? No, let's just... Oh, no, 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 no. No, don't do that. I'm trying... The button I need to hit is locked. Or so it feels. See, this is a problem. Oh, this is such a problem. I'm frustrated by it. Hi, Red. Welcome to my angry face. I need this alarm button to get out of my way. Because it won't let me click on what I need to click on. Because that keeps dropping down. What am I going to do about that? What am I going to do to fix that? How can I get around this problem? Okay, I'm gonna have to ask the internet. KSP, warp to sunrise is blocking EVA construction. Place part. So what delicious thing have you consumed today? To bypass it, Alt plus. That's not gonna... Can I just move this? KSP, can I move the mission clock? Can I do anything about this? By hide the app launcher. Click the alarm clock to collapse the panel. That would do it. That was the one. That was absolutely the one. And now we're gonna rotate that. And we'll move it back. Maybe even up a touch. Or and then this one. Also placed wrong. Okay. It may not be perfect, but it should be drivable now. Which is good. It's not the best rover that I could hope for. But. How do I... Ooh, great. Okay. Now we're going to drive this rover over there to wherever that green zone is, so that we can say we moved the rover. The rover. We're going to move the rover. Put on our happy face. Should put on my helmet too. This is a dangerous ride. We do not have anything resembling traction. Let's get traction control up front jacked. We'll turn that up a little to, oops, 1.9. And we hope that helps us out at least a little bit. Although I gotta say, it probably would have been easier to pick this rover up than to try and drive this on the total lack of gravity that is Minmus. I'm glad you like the hat. Oh, open up these solar panels before we go dark. I wonder how far away from that zone we are. Can't be that far, right? It's got to be a doable drive. And then I have to go back. Ugh. Crew report. Oh, I should have put an antenna on this. Log the pressure. Observe the mystery goo. We already did that. Is there no thermometer on it? All right. That's fine. I accept it. Ooh, I didn't realize I could probably RCS. Oh no, there's no RCS in it. No, there is. Yeah, I could RCS myself down to give extra traction. How exciting. Oh. Gotta go around this rock. Alright, that was fun with the RCS and all. But seriously, how far away is this zone? It only said to move it, so... Wow, what have I done? What am I doing? What is happening? Keep going to the zone. Boy, I should have brought a pilot. We have to be almost there. It's a shame there's no, like, landmark or beacon to give me any real understanding of where I am. Whoa, 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 brakes, my friend. Oh my gosh, we gotta be so far. It's fine. It's fine. This is probably a multi-kilometer drive. And then I gotta go back. Because that's my ship. I definitely should have put down all of that science equipment before I did this drive. I didn't actually realize how far it was going to be. Well, 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 well. What do we do while we go for the drive? Oh, I stopped paying attention and look what happened to me. Yo, using the RCS to help make the stop happen, super good idea. Oh, it still looks like a ways. Gosh, take my hat off. May as well take the goggles off right now, too. I have no idea how far that target zone is. I just know it's a ways. A ways out that way. At least it's mostly big open road. Oh, that rock's gonna be in the way again. Well, I should have brought one of those scanner arms for this thing. I'm getting the hang of this. You basically just got to accept that you're drifting. Drifting all the time, everywhere. It looks like we're like halfway. That's something. Only 2 kilometers away from our ship. Which means the target zone, call it a total of 4 kilometers away. 8-kilometer round trip. At least the gentle music of Minmus is nice. Oh, I stopped paying attention. Don't worry, we've got control of this still. It's all under control. See, just a little delay. What's this? Strut connectors. Interesting design. Okay. I definitely have one of those wheels hitting a solar panel. That's great. As long as it's still working, then it's still working. We can consider fixing it later. For now, all that matters is the zone. We gotta get there. It's happening. It's happening. Don't worry. We got it. We're so close. What did that say? Focus. Oh, that's what the name of this rover is. Okay. This rover is what's in focus. We're almost there. No idea why we want the rover there specifically. But I'm not here to ask questions like that. I'm here to be the pilot. It's gotta be any moment now. Hydrate indeed. I'm not gonna lie. There's a high possibility of me having Trass and Jetpack back to the ship and just leaving this rover behind. Real possibility of that. Two and a half kilometers. Probably goes a lot faster with the jetpack. How are we not there yet? We're so close to wherever there is. Uh-oh. Break time. I don't want to hit that rock. Oh, I went right through that rock. Oh, we got there. We finally got there. The contract is complete. We got paid a lot for that. Now, we got the brakes on. 3.4 kilometers. Do I drive this back or jetpack? I think I'm gonna jetpack. The drive is a challenge. Let go. Take the data. Oops. I wanted to collect that data, and I wanted to take that data, and then I want an EVA report, and I want a surface sample, and now we are going back. Going back the fun way. Ready for this? Put your helmets on, team. It's gonna be a high stakes moment. I already feel like we're making much better progress than the drive. So as long as everything else works out correctly, then we can chalk it up to a complete success. And we will abandon that rover wherever it was left. Because I don't care. They asked for it in that zone, they got it in that zone. Look, we've already made it back more than a kilometer. We're going so much faster than that rover was. So we'll start by putting the data back into the ship, so that is there, and we don't have to worry about it. We'll actually need to figure out how we're going to get that data back. Because I don't think this vessel came with a return pod. We are less than a kilometer away. We are half a kilometer away. And we oh, excuse me. And we also have plenty of EVA fuel, which is great news. Another legendary spacewalk in the books. All right. Now we got some stuff to do over here. What are these? Okay, hold on then. Leave that up. And just put your jetpack in there. Take that solar panel. Whoops. Don't want to jump that far. What even is that? Solar panel. He needs that up too. We don't need that anymore. Deploy, yeah, this is the panel. Okay. Deploy that. So much stuff to deploy. It's a shame that I can't deploy this stuff directly out of there. What is this anyways? Communitron. Cool. Power units required. Not connected. How do I connect them? And why does that keep disappearing on me? What is this? This is the Grand Slam seismometer. There's still more to deploy. But I have placed it all poorly. And we should not be jumping over the experiments. Such a project. What one's this? Science control. Connected, okay. This one is connected, excellent, okay. Now we just gotta finish putting all the equipment out. And it'll all work. I know there's a bunch of solar stuff I need to put out still. Alright, what other solar panels do I have? Oh. But wait, there's more. I think I need at least 6 of these panels down. So I've got 3 so far. Alright, I think I just need 1 more solar panel. 3 total power needs 5. Total available 15. Okay, so that says I have way more than enough. Connected. Power units. Where am I getting 15 from? That's producing science. It's connected. I think it's all there. Power needs 15. Available 15. So I should have enough power for everything. Module enabled is not. No. Experiment situation invalid. So there's no weather here. There's no weather, so that makes it irrelevant. Okay. As far as I can tell then, I'm done planting down that science gear. And that's gonna just do its thing. So let's get Trassen his jetpack back. Oh, don't break a panel. We may as well take your parachute just because. But we actually wanted your jetpack. Because now we need to get back into the ship. Alright. We are back in the ship. Now, the drilling parts. I think 0 puts down the drills. And 9 should turn the drills on. 1 should open the solar panels back up because we're going to run out of that. And I don't think that we run into a cooling issue with these. But will we be able to get enough ore to make this truly worthwhile? Certainly once daylight leaves, it's going to be a lot harder. And night's going to be long. Oh, daytime's coming back already? That's great. So we do have enough battery power to run the drills overnight. So we've just got to fill those ore tanks. And hope to gosh we can still get back to the mothership with them. Because getting back to the mothership is super relevant to us. Alright, we're almost full on fuel. And by fuel I mean ore. We don't have the converters on this lander. Which I think might be a regrettable decision. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Oh, we're so close to full on the fuel. On the ore. I keep saying fuel. What? Why did we get 12 screen message? Okay, something's weird. Now I think I'm just waiting for day to come back. Where's the sun? The sun feels like it's so close to being up. Alright. Now I can see everything. I'm going to turn off the drills. Pick the drills back up. Retract that drill. It didn't... The hotkey for retracting them didn't work. But now, I've got these ore tanks basically full. I need... launch before lunch. Set as my new target. Yeah, we sat still for a little while. We were doing something. Okay. Now I want it to get closer to us. That'll be good. And then we need to... what direction is that even going for us? So if we start by going north, it'll get us up there northeast-ish. Should be this way. Start by going north. Oh, I need that to just be the orbit. And that's our target in that direction. More north. Ooh, our apoapsis is already way high. 17, 21, and 8. Ooh, I think we're going to be better off to just get up to there, circularize, and then we'll line ourselves up. Because not crashing is the most important part here. Alright, we've got something done. Now our ascending node. So we want to go descending as of right there. So we will go anti-normal. Oh, yeah. Yeah, driving the rover on Mun would have been a little bit easier than being here on Minmus. Although, Minmus looks more gray than normal right now. Anyways, we have to shorten that node, that ascending node. That doesn't feel right. So instead, what we'll do so it's gonna be down there. Add a maneuver. Let's say I slowed down. No, doing so there is wrong. Hold up. That maneuver is wrong. Now, let's say I was going to be here and I needed to swing around faster like that. That's much good. That's very much good. Warp there, and let's do that maneuver. Then we'll do one extra lap, and then we'll be able to dock back to the mothership. And then we'll really know how it works out. Ready for that maneuver? Yeah, let's do it. No, too far, too far. Hold on. Half a kilometer away? That's great. Let's just warp to over here. Are you any good at docking? Is docking a challenge for you? Now, where is that ship? Way down there, huh? Alright, I'm told we're gonna get like half a kilometer away. And that'll be the point where we stop, reposition ourselves, and get ready. Target, SAS, retrograde. Alright, now we need to go towards the target. The target must have a docking port on it somewhere. Nope, that all feels wrong. Alright, and then we'll get to like within 100 meters and we'll stop and we'll reposition ourselves again. Because ultimately we need to get close enough that we are able to see which part of the station we're really trying to go to. And maybe I'm just going to connect into the top. There's no real reason not to. Let's just stop though, because we would hate to accidentally crash. Okay, now focus on the target. We are going to use the opening at the top, just because I think that's the simplest, most straightforward one. So now this ship, which has way too much force behind its rotation abilities. Actually, hold on. If I decrease that wheel authority, hopefully we can stop some of that. Switch to this other ship. We're going to control from here specifically. We are going to set that as our target. And we are also going to face the target. Although I'll use RCS on this side. need to make that green square stop happening. I hope that when this contract goes away, it does that. Can I get our direction going straight to that target? Because that's going to make this easiest. Okay, it'll just be a moment. And then we'll turn on the radiators. Ooh! Ooh, Tamapalo, thank you very much for following. I appreciate that so much. So once these two ships get together, then we will turn on the fuel converter. And once we can turn on the fuel converter, as long as we can completely fill the fuel tanks on the lander, then we will have enough ore to continue. This is just going to be a couple of repeated times, though, of us taking this lander down, mining for like 80 days, then doing this again. On the plus side, though, the next time, we do not need a targeted landing, which is pretty good. Because targeting landings is a challenge. Now, Kith. Yeah. Yeah. All right, now. What do my action groups look like? Action groups. Edit action groups. What is it? 8 turns those on. Oh, I don't have a quick button for it? Okay. That's fine. So 8 is gonna start my radiators. And my radiators are right here. So that's that. I just gotta look at that. Get that out of the way. 8 turns those on. Then we are going to start the ISRU. What do we have right now? Liquid fuel and oxidizer. Oxidizer is at 21. But I think what we're actually going to monitor is going to be this fuel tank here specifically. Let's start that. And now I need to let it get up to power while I'm watching, because I needed to see the radiator's working. So the radiator's cooling is only at 12%. Thermal efficiency on my Convertitron is at 100. So that should be fine. As long as we don't crash into the Minmus. And look, we are mining over top of Minmus. This is a win. This is a huge technological step forward for us. How much ore do we have? Oh, I bet that fuel tank's not even filling up, is it? Oh, it is, ever so slowly. That is not a lot. Oh boy. Are we even gonna get enough? Well, I guess it's gone to all of those too, so I'm gonna pump fuel back in, right? And then we are out of ore. So stop that. I need... What do I need? I need these ones down at the bottom here to get filled up first. Oh, I disabled crossfeed somewhere. Enable crossfeed, please. Wait, why can't... Why can I not pump fuel now? We said 8, shut those down. Okay. I want to put fuel here. That currently exists over here. You go. Look, raging success. In theory. I'm actually not sure about that yet. I think I may need more ore capacity. Why are you not accepting it? Put that there. That one's full. That one won't go. Why won't it go? What's up? What's up? What's happened here? If I can't move the fuel, I have a real problem. But I could move some of the fuel, but it won't move all of it. Okay, let's start at least pumping it all into one. Oh great, it's going now. I don't know how to tell when it's gonna work and when it won't. But see, refueling is working for us. I didn't realize that reaction wheel was at 0. I bet this thing can do that. No. No, it's too low. Oh, did I finish filling that? No, I didn't. All right, what we have now, one full fuel tank, a second full fuel tank, and a third. So the lander is totally full. The mothership is not, but it has some fuel. And it has more than it did when the lander left. So I'm going to continue refueling this off of stream because I don't think you want to necessarily watch that happen time and time again. But anyways, it's almost time for me to go focus on lunch. So take one last look at my angry face because I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I can move the eyes up and down, left, right, combinations of the two. It's pretty fantastic. I also have a happy smile, so there's that. But anyways, that's been fun. So I'm gonna go. Bye. I appreciate you being here.